Hey friends, this is Dolynny TV live from the car as we've got breaking news in the middle of the day. The Edmonton Oilers' Connor McDavid, a hard-working Monday that we had all heard about was well in the works. Well, he is signed with the Oilers for what is being reported as a short-term deal. Now, again, this information is all current as the time of the video going live, so there will be plenty more to it. This is just going to be my first and only chance until at least 6 o'clock tonight to talk about all this, so figured I'd get going and discuss it with you here this morning. Connor McDavid signing short-term with the Oilers, a deal that got done rather quick, as we always knew it would. As soon as Connor was ready to rock and roll, the Oilers had the paper, they had the pen, and they had him ready to sign. So that's where we find ourselves here. Connor McDavid will remain in Edmonton, at least for the short term here, as a member of the Edmonton Oilers. Well, today as well, Jake Walman has signed an extension, reported to be by Elliot Friedman, 7x7. So a big day of news, a big night of, well, speculation on all fronts going into it. And now Connor McDavid has made his decision this Monday morning to get the Oilers ready and up and going for the start of the 25-26 NHL season. Right now, just want to take a second. If you are watching this back on replay, if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. There will be a video number 2 to this, breaking down all the numbers, all the information later on tonight, and I would appreciate as well if you could head over as soon as the Oilers Fanatic has his video up for all the details there around lunchtime when Patrick gets a chance to talk about that. Now, that said, for Connor McDavid, this is a big, huge, massive piece of business for us Edmonton Oilers fans. Something we've waited all summer for, something we've waited pretty much all training camp for, and there was a lot of general consensus that it just made no sense. It's something I kept repeating, something a lot of people repeated out there. No sense on either the Oilers or Connor McDavid's part to drag this into the regular season. I know as of last night, even Ryan Rishaug was pouring cold ice on anything happening today, and yet he's the one this morning reporting that it's a short-term deal. But that's kind of where we find ourselves, is it was as simple for Connor in Edmonton. Just, okay, what's the number? What's the years? That's it. Sign here. We're done. And that's not coming from the Oilers side. That's coming from Connor McDavid's side. And it was truly just, I think Connor wanted to, as a lot of people did discuss as well, get through camp, see what this team's direction was going to be, see how much this team wanted to show up for him. He is the captain after all, and as much as you have to say he has to lead the team also has to follow up and, do their part for him as well. This is not just a Connor McDavid's going to win the cup by himself. And to watch the team throughout training camp, there was a lot of positives, a lot of takeaways that maybe weren't there in regular training camps over the past 3 or 4 years. So a lot more serious tone from Chris Knobloch. And Connor McDavid, he always was going to re-sign in Edmonton. I think it was clear as day that no other team really gave him the chance to win, nor gave him the chance to sign for the deal the Oilers were going to sign him to. So that's kind of how that breaks down there. But Jake Walman, I want to take a quick moment to touch on him and add some thoughts as well. Walman comes over in the trade from San Jose, and end of the day, as Gillis TV, they're reporting that it's 2 years. Hey, I'm good with 2 years. That makes a lot of sense around the salary cap. Trust me, we'll talk about that later on today. So, but yeah, so it is kind of where we've got a situation with Connor McDavid signing for 2 years. If that is, I believe Gillis TV's on that. We've been on that all morning here. And then, of course, for the Oilers, Jake Walman signing 7x7. Walman at 7.7, that is a massive, massive deal for the Edmonton Oilers. I think it makes a lot of sense to have. Now, you've got your top 4 locked in. I know Ekholm will get an extension right now. So Ekholm's, next year probably about $5 million. You've got Bouchard at 10.5. You've got Nurse at 9.25. So, right there, do the math after we add in Walman for 7, so 12 plus 10.5, 22.5 plus. So you've got your top 4D in a new salary cap world locked in for just under $32 million. That ain't bad at all. So that's great for the Edmonton Oilers. So, $31.5 million on defense, and you lock up, like I said, your top 4. And then you got Connor McDavid locked up for the next 2 years before the next 2 big increases. This Edmonton Oilers team, especially now with Ike Howard, especially now with David Tomashek looking to give in a great performance this year, Matt Savoy, the guys coming up the pipeline, this Oilers team, as long as Connor and Leon stay healthy later in their careers, are locked in to keep winning, 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 and winning. That's all it comes down to, because Connor McDavid, yeah, he might only have signed short term this time. He will be locked up for his career after this. So that's what we want to see. If Connor McDavid, locks up for, as Brandon's reporting here on Gillis TV, a little bit cheaper, $14 million or something like that, the Oilers are going to have a beautiful amount of cap space next year to work with, specifically with the Oilers getting going with the ability to see the cap rise as much as it possibly could. So Connor McDavid, friends, if you're just joining in, I went on a tangent about Jake Walman in the defense there. Jake Walman signed a 7x7 today, as reported by Elliot Friedman. But what you need to know today is Connor McDavid is re-signed short-term with the Edmonton Oilers. That is, of course, the breaking news here, friends. If you're a big fan of that, leave a thumbs up on the live stream. Why not self-promote, right? Let's go here. Use that. But yeah, it's a huge day for the Oilers. Obviously, one we knew was coming, one we were excited to see happen. And now Connor McDavid will remain with the Oilers for this year, the next year, and the year after that. And then really, that allows Matt Savoy, Ike Howard, and the guys to kind of start progressing and get going towards the later stages of their career. So excited to see what obviously happens here over the next year. There were a bunch of Canucks fans in my comments section this weekend that said, hey, look, you're not going to keep making trips to the Stanley Cup final year after year after year. I'll tell you what's going to keep happening here. If Connor and Leon stay healthy and the Oilers keep adding cap space via the increases, they've locked up their top four defense for quite a while now. Things are going to keep happening for the Edmonton Oilers because they are that good, they are that talented, and they have finally figured out how hard they have to work to make things happen at the regular season and playoff level. You start playing a little bit from ahead in a regular season schedule as well. You start this year 6-4, 7-3 instead of something sub 500. This Edmonton Oilers team this year is going to be one to be reckoned with. 82 games through the regular season and then about 22 games through the playoffs. I don't think there's anybody in the West, unless Vegas somehow really figures it out with Mitch Marner, that can keep up with the Oilers. That said, I'm not saying there's nobody that can't beat the Oilers, but they can't keep up with the Oilers. And Connor McDavid recognizing that today by signing an extension for the time being and allowing the salary cap to inflate a little bit more and sign that get rich for life contract at the end of these next few years. So friends, as we conclude the live video tonight, or this morning, sorry, Jake Walman 7x7, so the Oilers top four is solidified for at least the next several years. And then as well, Connor McDavid signing a 2-year sub $14 million deal is what's being reported as far as I see in the comments section of today's video. So thank you so much to Gillis TV for tuning in, and of course keeping me updated here on the live stream as we go along with you. So what I will tell you right now, for full details for everything you need to know as soon as it can possibly be ready, Patrick over on the Oilers Fanatic will have a video for you around lunchtime. But for right now, I've got another appointment to get to. So hey, keep going with the Oilers news today. Glad to see Connor McDavid has re-signed in Edmonton. And hey, end of the day is we didn't win a hockey game, but I think today's a great day to play La Bamba, baby, as the Edmonton Oilers keep Connor McDavid around for the time being, and Jake Walman as well. Stay tuned, friends. If you are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thanks for being aboard. If you haven't already left a like, that would be greatly appreciated. And of course, make sure to go check out some of the other stuff that happened this weekend on the channel, because there was some discussion on the Blue Jays and of course the Edmonton Oilers. For right now, I'm up on out of here.